welcome back to another episode of Uploaded and Unfiltered, the podcast in which I, your host, Jermaine, interviews another content creator in regards to their journey thus far. Today, we're going to take a little hiatus from the guests, mostly because this last week was a busy week for me in regards to getting some things in the back end up and running, figuring out what my next move is, and just life in general. So this episode is going to be a shorty. I'm going to not edit it. I'm going to just talk directly into this microphone. Just a few things that have been on my mind. Some things I've been doing on YouTube, some things I've been doing on TikTok. And then we'll end with some insightful words or something of that nature. All right. So the first thing that I want to talk about is YouTube. I harped on this at the beginning of the year, and I'm going to say it and reiterate it once again. If you are a streamer, you should have a YouTube channel. Now, it took me forever to figure out what I want my YouTube channel to be, but I love gadgets. I love toys. I love things that you tinker with, and I love video games. That's what my channel is going to be, and I've already put, I think, 2 or 3 new YouTube videos on my channel in regards to just things that I love in general. One is a Govee lighting video, and the other one is, what is the other one? Oh yeah, I upgraded the SSD in my Ally Rogue gaming handheld device, and it was something that I know is going to get traction. It's evergreen content because that thing is always going to need a video to show people on how to upgrade the SSD. Even though there's 40 already, I added another one, and I got to tell you, that video is doing numbers. It's not doing crazy numbers, but it's doing numbers for a video that, if you look at it, is saturated in the market right now. So slowly but surely, those numbers are moving on the YouTube channel, and I've made it a point, and you should do this as well. When you make a YouTube channel, immediately make 2 to 3 shorts from that video so you can post them on YouTube. Because on YouTube Shorts, you can relate a video to those shorts. So shorts get way more views than anything else because they're instant. They just throw those up like candy, and then people swipe, blah, blah, blah. Now, when they swipe to yours, and if you're doing something interesting, if you're talking about a subject matter that they care about, they can click on related video and see the video that clip came from. I've seen some good success with that. Wow. That was probably loud, but guess what? We're not editing, okay? But anyway, I've had some good success with more traction being sent to my videos from that, as well as live streaming on YouTube. I don't remember when it was, but I think it was sometime last year. Twitch finally eased up on their requirements on allowing their streamers to stream on other platforms at the same time, and look up a video, either get Streamlabs, which I don't like Streamlabs, but it's a good first step, friendly place to go, or look up how to use multi-stream from Atrium. It's really easy. You set it up once, set it up correctly, and then you never have to set it up again. Another thing I wanted to talk about briefly is setbacks, and they're always going to come up, and I don't want to say always. You know what? No, there's always going to be something that comes up that is going to try to take your attention away from the task at hand. Today, I had all intentions of streaming from 10 to about 1 in the morning because I enjoy morning streams, and it's a different vibe. It's a different audience. The energy is different. I want to do that today. Unfortunately, my Elgato setup, the HC60X, or maybe it was the Wavelength XLR attachment to the Stream Deck Plus. I don't know what it was, but something in that equation did not allow the audio from my gaming PC to get to the stream. Eventually, I finagled a way to make it work, but I still, even to this day, I don't know what's wrong. So I already put a ticket in with Elgato. Hopefully, it'll get back to me soon in regards to what's going on. And more than likely, it'll just RMA out the device. Give me a new one, I'll be back in business. But as I was going through the process of trying to figure out what was going on, I had to keep reminding myself to not get frustrated, to not be upset that I'm missing the stream that I had planned to do, and that I'm going to learn something from this. And sure enough, I figured out at least 2 different ways that I want to reroute my audio so it'll be more efficient and more reliable, so I don't have to worry about my audio not working 20, 30 minutes before a stream. But again, how we react to situations is going to determine how we go through those situations. I could have been upset and been mad and trying to fix this. It wouldn't have got to a point where it was fixed. I knew that I had D&D gang date with the homies at 8. So I knew if anything else, like I just wanted to make sure my mic was working and the web browser was working, which it was. And I got to do D&D, even though my character died. We did a one shot. My character died. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I'm seeing growth. I'm seeing some changes. We're only into the month of February, and the things that I wanted to do, while they're not all getting completed, I see growth and work and progress towards those goals. And that in itself is exciting. I'm doing things differently this year than I did last year, and that in itself is exciting. Being able to track progress and see the different things that you're doing keeps that motivation, keeps you pushing forward. So when it comes time to do something hard, you still have a little bit of excitement to push you through it. Now, I will say the one thing that I have noticed that while creating task lists is amazing, if you are not mindful and you don't give yourself grace, adding up all of those task lists can become daunting. And the trick to get around that is understanding, hey, all of this stuff doesn't need to get done right now. These are just guidelines for you to open up for when you're in those moments where you're like, I don't know what to work on. Well, you have a task list. You can look at exactly what you could be working on. But you have to remind yourself, all of this whole list does not need to be done immediately. The list is there to help me, not to put me in a panic mode. And with doing that, I've become a lot more calmer. Like, I see the list and now it excites me because I'm like, I can't wait to work on that. Or I'm glad that this is on the list. Or I'm thinking in a way that this thing manifested in my brain that I should put it on the list to make. A piece of content that I would have never thought about making years ago. But here we are. So other than that, listen, I know the world is insane right now, but now is the time to practice relaxing, being calm, because I'll be honest with you, being scared and upset is the worst mindset you could be in right now. You need to be clear, focused, aware of your surroundings, but ready to make a move if it needs to be made. But other than that, thank you for listening to episode, I'm going to guess 84, maybe 83 of Uploaded Unfiltered. We are however many episodes we are. That's how many weeks we've been doing this show so far. Haven't missed a week. Could have missed one today. It's almost 1 a.m. I could have missed today, but I was just like, you know what? I got some stuff to talk about, so I'm going to talk about it. But appreciate you, everyone who's been listening from the beginning, or new listeners, or if you found me through one of your favorite content creators, welcome. I appreciate you being here. If there's anybody else out there that you would love to hear talk about their content creation journey, hit me up. There's a link in the description, or you can find me on TikTok at Kryptonite. You can find me on YouTube at Uploaded and Unfiltered. You can find me. Send me the information that you would like to see on this podcast, and I'll see if I can get it done. Other than that, this week, my focus is going to be on bringing in new guests because I love talking to guests. Also, providing more educational information to help us live better and enriched lives. I said this last week. I think anger is one of those topics that I want to talk about because anger is such an emotion that is easy to pop up. And once you understand what anger is, I think it's that much easier to temper your anger and to do without anger altogether, if I'm being honest. So look forward to that. I'm shooting for next week, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, thank you for listening. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't already, leave me a review on either Spotify or Apple Music or Apple Podcasts. I'm not sure what it's called right now. And hey, if you have questions, send them to the show. I am waiting to hear somebody's amazing voice or read their amazing question on air so I can answer it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and slap some music on this, upload it, and take my butt to bed. I will talk to y'all in the next one. And as always, protect your mental, keep creating content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.